Going carbon neutral Stirling. What's it about? It's about helping individuals change their behaviour. It's about making organisations act in a smarter way, not just for the environment, but also for their financial outlay. It's about empowering communities to start to make decisions for themselves about how the way they live their lives.
Well, I think after 6 months, I think we've done very well, and I think they're all getting into it and being quite proud of being the first. Oh, definitely, yes. We will go for another 6 months.
The way it's been explained about the carbon curtains, I just seem to have fallen into the way of it and managed it fine. And if everybody was to do it with the carbon curtains, it would be a better world.
I've brought a big family up, so I'm really one that's guilty for putting too much food in because there are not so many in the house now. And you start to re-educate your mind and how not to waste food, which also helps. And when you're cooking, not to put too much water and filling a kettle, and all these things all helps in the future.
As a council, we're really keen to work with GCNS because we see it as a way of getting into our communities and spreading the message of why it's important to tackle climate change, and more importantly, what can you do about it as a local citizen and resident. Nationally, it's an important project because it is a way of trying a different approach to climate change and seeing whether going in at this level and working with communities and with people in their own settings makes a difference. We want to make Stirling a place that's more sustainable, and we see that working with Going Carbon Neutral Stirling is a way that we can really do that.
The children have really enjoyed the small group work, and they've enjoyed the way GCNS has encouraged them to understand the impact that we are having on the planet. The whole scheme is a great way to take the children's understanding home to the parents, and I would strongly encourage every school, every community to try and get involved.
And fun, and because you get to learn more stuff about electricity and loads of more stuff in that, and it's really good.
When I first heard about GCNS, I thought it was a kind of government quango, a public sector body, and so many of the organisation 4 months on has opened up a whole new world to us, I guess, in terms of improvements to the business. They allow you to focus on a plan and have targets to aim at, whether it be at the end of each week or at the end of each month. However, staff reacted, to sum it up very enthusiastically, I'm pleased to say, I think they've also realised that with not a lot of work and not a lot of expense so far, but a bit of ingenuity and a bit of good housekeeping and thriftiness, they can have a genuinely big impact on trying to help us reduce our carbon footprint.
The benefits of the young people for the Schools Out Club is the fact it's already involved in the carbon footprint plan within the schools, but then to come into the youth space and they can get involved in activities maybe they wouldn't get the chance to do in the school.
We're taking part in the carbon cutting plan, and we're making a big globe of the world, and we're doing the carbon footprint and stuff like that.
Is it fun?
Yeah, because you get to make all different stuff with Nori. We just wrote a song about climate change, and it was really fun, and we're going to let loads of people listen to it. It's really just for part of the topic to make to encourage people to recycle more and care about the environment and switch off lights and stuff.
But I think it's fair to say that nobody really knows what sustainable alternative model of business development, business sustainability will work. What I'm very keen to do is that working in partnership across the Stirling area, we invent it here. We come up with great ideas, we test them out, we prove that they can be economically and environmentally sustainable, that they can contribute to prosperity, they can also contribute to a low carbon economy, and then when we invent it here we go out and tell the world about how great it is and how they can do it too.
Interested, I think, would cover how I initially felt. Quite excited because I think this service can feed into some of those changes that we could potentially make. The team have just latched onto it, they've just become really involved and really quite excited about the project.
We find it fun and hard work. We keep remembering it or reminding ourselves to do it. However, it's become a game now because if anybody leaves the office without turning the computer off, We all shout at them, we all make sure that everybody knows. We've got stickers on our computers, stickers on the light switches, just to give us a wee edge to remind us to do it.
Well, my first thoughts for GCNS was that it was a good thing, and in the present climate it's what we have to do. And the general feeling in the team was positive. Most of these things take no time at all, and once you get into the way of it, it's what everybody should be doing anyway. It makes absolutely perfect sense.
I like my job, it's fun to work here. We've got a good team, we have a good team spirit between us. We socialise quite a lot together and we work well as a team.
The project has made a big difference to the team, mainly because I see them pull together. It's one of the few things that actually involves every single member of the team.
It's fairly obvious, taking work home that makes sense, and they can see now that we weren't turning off the amount of lights we should have, and turning off televisions and computers and such like. So now we do, and it's become second nature, and that's because of the carbon cutters plan that we have in the office.
I'd have to allay any fears of apprehension at all. It's been so far a very positive experience for the team, and I'm hoping that we can go on to bigger things.
If I had to choose one word to describe going carbon neutral Stirling, I'd say essential.
Simply fantastic for Stirling, potentially for Scotland and the world.
I can't answer in one word if it's a whole sentence. In one word, inspiring.
2 years, 3 years, I don't know how long it'll last, but huge project.